Friends, welcome back. We are up to part 4 of Amnesia The Dark Descent. I'm so excited because I fixed my visual issues, so you can see what's happening. So, yeah. Let's see how today goes. Right, so what? Okay, so that wasn't there when I first started yesterday. No, when I came back yesterday, I swear. Am I tripping? I don't think that was there when I came back. Anyway, we just left storage, and I'm pretty sure I think this is the right way. I need to find like an extra little piece or something. I don't know if that's the right way, but that's where we're going. Is this another dream, he thought, and screamed at the top of his lungs. Ah!
My journal is gone. What would they want with my journal?
Is this my room? It sounded like a Daniel. The wine's broken. Ooh, didn't pick it up. Not many choices of shirts, is there? There isn't.
There's nothing left. Everything's gone.
2nd of July, 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
Good guy, Daniel. Oh, a crowbar. Somehow, I don't think that means that I can fight the baddies. That's not Daniel's way.
Third of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
This is a nice peaceful place. Oh. Why do they hiss? I'm no David Attenborough, but I'm pretty sure they're not supposed to hiss. Due to a broken lock. Oops. The lock is broken. Find another way to open the closet door in the guest room. That's a closet door? It's a big closet. Okay. I don't want to go to the back hall. I don't want to go back. The lock's broken. How do I have anything to fix it? Drill? Crowbar. Of course. Yeah.
The key. Please, let it be here.
The key. What's this?
4th of July, 1839. It's done. The orb is a...
Huzzah!
I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
Its immaculate surface. Oh! Oh! I jinxed myself. This is a safe place, I said. Oh, it's breaking the door. I want to peek, but I durst not. No, I'm just gonna sit in the fetal position in this cupboard like any person would. Is that it? Are you gone? That's crazy. He knew exactly where I was. Damn cockroaches. I don't understand. So what do I have to do now? It's still hidden in the guest room. I'm supposed to find the key still. Right. I got distracted by the big bat.
Oh, thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
Yeah. It's a good thing that monster didn't think about moving the painting. So what's the key for? I'm doing so bad at keeping up. No mementos available. Machine room. If that's down back in storage, I'll just rather kill myself. I'm not going back there. That was a bit of a grim thing to say, but... Ah! Sir? Are you okay? What is happening? This is what happens when I say that something is safe. Turns out not to be safe. The study. I need to go in there. Alright, we're going in. We're going in. He panted heavily, trying his best to keep himself from screaming. The medicine cabinet had been overturned and lay collapsed on the floor. He reached through the broken glass door and grabbed all the sedatives he could find. I don't even have any oil, but there's lights, so... There's some kind of noise. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but... There's something creepy going on. Oh, stop with the cracky of my brain. Is that a... It's a dog. It's a dog. I can hear it. It's whimpering though. It's not having a good time. Oh wait, I do have oil. I have oil. I bet some of you are just yelling at me. You're doing it wrong. Why aren't you paying attention? That's what I'd be saying.
What is this place?
To my most trusted student and friend, Johann Weyer, the most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I've been looking for the last 20 odd years. It is as inexplicable as the Heliodromus described it in the Hortus Conclusus. It was as it was told about, an underground Mithraic temple crowned with an unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged. Its color washed while rich. Strange. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Altstadt, we've heard of that before, investigating one of the antiquated trails when I finally found the cavern. I went inside and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetched the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I'd made my way to a nearby ravine where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Suddenly, a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal black with leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The guardian had taken the orb from me, but still, until this day, I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest and ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Altstadt. Your friend and mentor, Henrik Cornelius Agrippa. That was a long letter. Sometimes I think about just not reading them, but I'm here for the story. I'm here to learn what happened. If you guys didn't skip through, congratulations. Hope it's not too boring, but I find it interesting. Oh my. No. Can I pet that dog? Oh, that's a bit sad. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain induce stress, which seems to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where and what is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. There is an inherent problem in harvesting this energy since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process of torture to enable my real work to be done. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments the experience of terror. That's what happened to the guys in that wine basement, how they just exploded. It's all very... There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. There's monsters. There's people exploding. Oh, what a cozy little office. Ooh. Hey, that's Alexander. I'm coming for you, chump. Look at him. Old and frail. I can do it. Further disappointment. The antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. I'm still unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its in relation to the power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain. Since no research has been made in my particular interest, I must attempt to fill that void myself. Clearly humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice, as they would prove less of a hassle to acquire. What do they need this energy for? What? Why? Poor dogs. People dying is one thing, but animals dying? Why would you put them there? Oh, they're gonna know I was here. Shh, shh, shh. How will they know? How will they know?
Let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's definitely there.
Might need it, kind of needed a trigger warning there. Hope you guys are okay. Didn't even like humanely put it to sleep. He just started hacking. Thank you. Find another way around the rubble in the study. Oh, okay. Okay. Hello? Oh, look at that. The cracked window panes are held together only by a weak wooden frame. You'd think that it wanted me to go that way. Is that what it wants? Well, unfortunately, that's what I want too. Yeah! I was surprised at how loud it was. But you know, I'm breaking a window. Of course it's going to be loud. Ooh. What? Oh, it's all outside as well, the goop. It is leaking. There we go. What is this? When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries from where I came. Mankind is not even wasted a breath, yet I bow to you. I have done so much for you, and I have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who, in all fairness, should have entered that gate. What is happening? Ah. So I can't take it. My brain is not having it. Is that a baby crying? Let's turn on some candles. Shut the door. Amazing. Oh, another note. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meter should read up 8 and down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to the following chart. Trinity steam set functions 4-phase amplitude. Note that the machine will not check proper configuration until all rods are inserted. Oh, there's going to be a puzzle coming up, and I am not good at puzzles. Two more tinder boxes. They're starting to give me a lot of these, making me uncomfortable. Okay, so now I need to go back to either the boiler or the machine room, unless they're the same thing. Just ignore it. They're trying to get to you. Not today. Hup. Not today. We're doing good. It's going very well. I didn't read that. I was just... Oh no! The safe place that was safe, but is now... Is that blood? That is not where I left you.
How did we find this place?
An old friend back in Algiers gave me a map.
Why isn't he with us? Didn't he want to come?
He wanted to, Daniel, but things don't always turn out the way we planned.
He killed a Barnaby. You okay, my guy? You have a tumor of some kind. So I obviously can't go down there. And that's the storage. I don't want to go to storage. I don't want to go back there. Do I have to go back there? I refuse. There's got to be another way. If you remember, I was strongly against going back, and that's the water. Well, I don't want to go back down there. You're gonna make me go back down there. No. Okay. Okay.
You have an ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
An ascending room. I thought this was the storage. I am not coping well. I think I'm doing worse off than what Daniel is. Daniel, what's our insanity at? A slight headache. Machine room. What's wrong with me? I thought this was the storage room. I was freaking out for nothing. He flipped through the Book of Monarchs looking for etchings and counted 9 different kings from all over Europe had been depicted with an orb resting on their hands. This is what an interesting way to put your pipes.
Someone's coming.
July 1839. Today I went to the university looking for answers. I was able to sneak into Herbert's office and pick up an address book along with some relevant textbooks. Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs. The most interesting aspect was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture. The mythic orbs may, in fact, have inspired the globus cruciger, which so many royal regalia holds to this day. In ancient times, the orbs were held by priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. As I was leaving, I overheard a disturbing conversation. Sir William Smith, the geologist, was killed last night. Less than a fortnight had passed since I'd asked for his expertise. I know it's silly, but I can't help feeling responsible somehow.
Oh. I'm pretty sure that is what they were talking about, the 8 up, 8 down. So I just got to add the numerals together. Look at this light. How helpful. What's this for? The flow. Oh! Do I need these? Flow cycle rod. Is this? It could be. Am I putting them in the right ones though? Ayy. Note that there are only 2 spare rods left in the storage for the elevator machinery. Make sure to only discard the ones which are badly damaged and keep the others in the inner study rooms in case all 3 would crack again. I've got this. Preparation.
14th of July, 1839. I've read every book I can find on the subject. While rich in legend and hearsay, my knowledge is lack for the insight I crave. I've sent letters to many in Herbert's address book and received answers of varying importance. Today, I got one which differed greatly from the others. From a baron in Prussia. He said nothing about the quaint stories of priests in underground temples. He didn't even mention them. He simply wrote, "I know. I can protect you. Come to Brennenburg Castle. Signed, Alexander." What am I to make of this? Protect me from what? Is someone after me? I looked up Brennenburg and traced it to the Prussian woods near the Baltic Sea. While being the least informative letter I've received, it causes me greatest distress and interest. As I write, my thoughts are drawn to my nightmares in which a most disturbing sound calls to me. A sound defying description. A voice from the void. The last few weeks have been awful, with so many sleepless nights dreading a repeat of those horrid dreams. Tomorrow, I shall visit my physician, Dr. Tate, in hope that he can provide me with sedatives to help me sleep.
Don't waste your oil. I need it. There's not many places to hide down here. I don't like that. What? Looks like I need some cogs, maybe. Oh, look at that. A few drops of oil, might as well take it. Tinderbox. Yeah, right. So, can I light these things? Yes. Big brain. Let's just get all these going so I don't need mine. Now, I've seen them. They're there. Oof. Yeah. There we go. I'm not liking this. Why is it that the further I get and the more progress I make, the more dread that sinks in? I need more cogs. Oh, they're gonna be up and out, aren't they? Oh, another letter.
17th of July, 1839. How has this escaped me? They're all dead. Limbs scattered, heads split down the middle, their skin flayed as if boiled. I feel like I'm falling into myself. What's happening? Sir William Smith, Professor Taylor, now Dr. Tate. Is it following me? How can it not be? It's the damn thing I brought from Africa. Something is after me. I have no choice but to trust the Baron. He better know what he claims. If he is wrong, I suspect he'll regret it as well.
Ooh. Well, I'm going to have to stop it right there. There was a lot of notes in this one, and I apologize for that, but I feel like it's important to learn the story. So I'm going to stop it before my phone cuts out, and I'll see you next time for part 5. Hopefully less reading. Thanks for joining.